To be alive at dawn in Krishnagiri is paradisal. Krishnagiri, the district capital, bordering Karnataka in the west and Andhra Pradesh in the north, can boast many a pride that are noteworthy. It was hailed as Iyalnadu and gained importance during the Great Chola rule. Today, a humble district capital is also known for its rivers, Kaveri and South Pennar. South Pennar originates in Nadundur in Karnataka and flows through Hosur, Krishnagiri and Uthangarai taluks. The Krishnagiri Reservoir serves as a singular water source for the paddy cultivation, sugarcane, mulberry, and the plethora of horticultural and floricultural range. In ancient times, the 12 forts of Krishnagiri, built by Vijayanagar kings around the mountains, served as a strategic point in the Great Mysore War of the British Raj. Connected by its long stretches of national highways, Krishnagiri is in a mode of incessant development. National Highway 7 took its shape from the Golden Quadrilateral project that will soon connect the Himalayas in the north and the Indian Ocean in the south. We now invite you to watch out for another glory of Krishnagiri, perhaps the most poignant of all. The Cambridge Educational Institution is located in a serene and an infinitely placid environment of a bustle-free zone. We welcome you to Cambridge, and by watching this video, you will soon be a part of its tradition. In this part of the world, Cambridge remains in the forefront of learning, teaching, and research.
Cambridge is one of the greatest names in the world, which has produced lakhs of scholars who are ruling the country, and that name has attracted me. It is a research center. This Cambridge Educational Research Center is running a school, that is, which is matriculation school, higher secondary school, primary school or something. Then this research center, see, every child differs in its views. All the fingers are not equal. In such a way, actually, we read, we study every child, every atmosphere from which a child is coming out.
As Magazine says, Dr. Sanathkumar, founder chairman, is resolved to transform the school's education from being textbook prisons to laboratories of exploration. An education that shapes the mind, builds the body, and awakens the soul. For Cambridge Institution, building human capital is a joyous exercise. Learning is made meaningful through practice and orientation. We will see all of that to believe in the moments that follow. Contrary to the adage that children go to school and run back home, here we find the children running their way to school to celebrate learning at the primary level and all along. Learning will be a thing of joy. The Cambridge system believes in an education that is rooted to culture, tradition, and all its inherent values that will shape the attitudes of the children. The day starts with such poignance and divine grace that will touch the soul and perhaps fill it. This is the pride routine of the flag hoisting and other protocols of zeal-filled patriotic show of strength.
Flag salute! Order!
The children take oaths daily so as to imbibe their social, cultural and moral responsibilities.
160-170 வருஷமா ஒரே மாதிரி பிளாக் போர்ட், ஒரு டீச்சர் வருவாங்க. டீச்சர்னாவே லேடின்னு தான் நிறைய பேர் நினைச்சிருக்காங்க. அதை போல ஒரு கான்செப்ட் டைப் வச்சு வருவாங்க. ஸ்டிஃபா ஒரு ஸ்பெக் போட்டு ஒரு புக்கு, சாக்கு, ஸ்டிக், இதுதான் லைஃப் நினைச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. வந்து நிற்பாங்க. காலை ஒரு 7 பீரியட்னா 7 டீச்சர் வருவாங்க, 7 சொல்லி கொடுத்துட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. யாராவது குழந்தைங்க இந்த டவுட் கேட்டால் உட்காருன்னு சொல்லிடுவாங்க. அந்த டீச்சருங்களுக்கு பொதுவாக அந்த மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி என்கரேஜ் பண்ணுறவங்க இருக்காது. இவங்க நடுவில் வந்து ஏன்னா இன்னொன்று இவங்களுக்கு வந்து 45 நிமிஷம் தான் டைமே. அதனால கேள்வி கேட்டு பதில் சொல்லி டைம் ஆகி போயிடும். ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு எப்பவுமே அந்த சிலபஸ் முடிக்கணும் தான். குழந்தைங்களுக்கு தலையில் ஏறிச்சான்றதெல்லாம் அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாதுங்க. இவங்க அதோடு போயிடுவாங்க. குழந்தைங்களா கற்பனை பண்ணி பார்த்துன்னே இருக்க வேண்டியதுதான். கேட்கவும் முடியாது. ஏன்னா இது வந்து குழந்தைங்களை புரிஞ்சிச்சான்னு சொல்லிட்டோம், எழுந்து பதில் சொல்லிட்டோம், இந்த மாதிரி சொல்கிற டீச்சர்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஒரு 0.1% தான் இருக்காங்க. பிளாக் போர்டு மட்டுமே நம்பி, புக்கை மட்டுமே நம்பி அவங்க இந்த மாதிரி எஜுகேஷன் தான் போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஐ ஹேட்டட் தட் சிஸ்டம். இது வந்து ஒரு குழந்தைங்களை மன வளர்ச்சி வந்து டெஃபினட்டாக உதவாதுன்னு அப்படின்னு நான் மனசில் நினச்சிக்கிட்டு வந்து ஏன் நாம் மாற்ற முடியாது அப்படின்னு.
The Cambridge schooling system underpins the culture of instilling creativity and love for learning through close academic supervision and careful personal support. They believe in personalized activity-based learning methods where learning is thorough fun. This is an all-jubilant morning time interaction in the kindergarten class. In this way, the burden of books or teaching or the associated dreary does not pressurize students. This is all the more a stress-free and panic-free classroom.
Learning is always a fun.
Making connections is the way children create an understanding about the world they live in. The children in Cambridge are supported with what they call as mapping that provides a visual framework for thinking. These visual tools encourage children to form free associations and connections about the new concepts or ideas they are learning. Such visual patterning enormously helps for understanding overview and review of any such idea. Much of its glory and educational excellence spring from training the teachers continuously to find resources and opportunities to help themselves become more effective teachers. We are now in such an elite training session. Mr. Shankar has worked with many of Asia's most successful organizations. Through his innovative strategies and expertise, he is training and transforming the teachers with life skills. This in turn substantially develops the quality of the staff in every sense of the term.
See, as far as educational institution is concerned, there are two kinds of activities. One, we have to train the faculty members on a continuous basis, the teaching fraternity. They have to continuously sharpen their skills. They have to keep their knowledge contemporary with whatever is happening in the world, whatever changes are coming, whatever technologies, whatever new activities, whatever new subjects are coming. They have to update themselves continuously. Besides, they have to be trained on certain life skill aspects. For example, without communication skills, there is no point in education. Without listening skills, without time management skills, without analytical skills, without planning skills. So these are all essentially very important skills for children as well as for the faculty members. We train the faculty members and in turn train the students through these faculty members continuously on a regular basis, so that the children when they come out as total personalities and not just as students.
At Cambridge, the approach to teaching mathematics correlates the study of its intrinsic application. They have developed the ancient system of Vedic math. This system describes the way the mind naturally works. It directs the students to the appropriate solution.
So what are the powers of 10?
Instead of grilling the minds with unrelated techniques, the whole system is beautifully interrelated and unified. Math lessons are no more a nightmare. They're much livelier and more fun instead.
Vedic mathematics is easy because you need not remember too much of tables or anything. You don't even need a paper or pen. It's a shortcut method.
Actually, in our regular classes of mathematics, Vedic maths is very easy. It's very easy to understand the problems and we are able to follow it. It's just like playing with the numbers. So mental calculation is a playback method of learning. And in examination, we can even save our time than spending more time for calculating. It's very easy to do.
In higher secondary physics, and as much as in Cambridge, the students are concerned not so much with what is so, but rather with why it is so. Cambridge students at the higher secondary level are connected to chemistry at an in-depth level. More often than not, the students are made to come back to the fundamentals of chemistry. The students of biology study life in all its grandeur. From the very small algae to the very large elephant, life has a certain wonder about it. The students study the characteristics of life forms. At Cambridge, the study of biology is a rigorous multidisciplinary training. The students are put to think beyond the box.
The aim of this instrument is to signify the normal length of the planet.
And they somehow jump out of passive learning ways of book readers to active learners. Updated by the latest of softwares, the Cambridge IT Lab enables the student to explore the possibilities of IT. They understand the basics of computation and the concepts of programming languages. This perhaps is a tool they pick up for the precise expression of any methodological information at various levels of abstraction. Mr. Zahir, the IT instructor, has to say this about his methodology.
In internet, we have satellite-oriented education. Example, experts used to take the classes in like Chennai, in Mumbai. They used to take a class there, and we have satellite support. In router, we used to connect this and bring in a big screen. The students can interact with the experts very normally. So this is one of the kind of education we can depend in our school. Sitting in the school, we can get the information of the big experts in big cities.
We're now in a specialized multimedia theatre of the Cambridge. This is one of the reasons behind the sparkling minds of the youngsters here. The students enjoy learning here through a combination of text, photos, and audio-video slides.
You'll be asking me a question, why it is called Valley Civilization. This Valley Civilization is called so because these civilizations emerged in the banks of the river valley.
In this specialized multimedia theatre, they look into the aspects of the subject matter in real depth. This is the most stirring tour for the probing minds at work.
Our system is followed in India at least in some 50 to 60 schools here, and visual education we are giving. Say blackboard education. Instead of blackboard education, we have constructed a theatre. Just like even some 30-40 years before, what the movies I have seen, I do remember what we seen. 10 times reading is equal to 1 time seeing. That's why visual education, for the past 7 years, we make a very big research. Because 1 time if they see a lesson on screen with animation, we draw pictures and then we give color to it, and then we animate it, and then we add sound, music, everything. One lesson is shown on the screen once. Almost all the children will catch. Outside when they are coming, if you give a question paper, they will answer. Almost 90% of the children will get 100% of marks.
The little children are also encouraged to visit the audio-video theatre and sing along to imbibe.